That's exactly it. And it may not get all of it, and then we use that little rake to get the.
Where's the little rake, Scott?
We try to go as fast as we can without it flying all over the room.
Yeah.
So all the honey is coming out of the spinner, going through the screens and down into the bucket. Then from the bucket, we'll jar it. Today is honey harvesting day here on the homestead. So we've got to put on all of our awesome gear. We've got our 3 hives here. We've got the ladybug hive, the sunflower hive, and the weird shape hive.
Geometric shapes.
Geometric shapes. However,
These are the smart bees.
these are the smart bees that are probably dead.
Yeah, probably.
So there's like no activity in this hive. This one's fairly active, but we've seen a lot of hornets in this one. And then this is our most active hive right here. We're gonna go ahead and start off with this one. I kind of think it's dead. If it's not dead, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Let's find out together. Let's see what we got here. Any activity? I don't see nothing. Any activity? I don't see any bees in there.
I'm just gonna pull this whole thing off.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh man, look at that. It's empty. When they built out the comb.
We'll put these all back in and then we'll check the bottom super. So from the beginning of the season, I wasn't feeling quite confident that we even had a queen in this one. So that may have affected why it's done so poorly.
There's nothing in it.
Nothing.
The whole thing's empty.
Yeah.
All the comb seems to be built out, but there's hardly any honey even in here. I mean, there's just a few of the cells that are actually capped. So in this next one, I'm kind of excited to see how many yellow jackets or hornets or whatever you call them are in there, because I've seen a bunch flying around and going in and out of here. Hopefully it's not full of them. Ah, look at that. Got some bees on top. Well, that's good. Hopefully they've been paying their rent.
I'm gonna give them a little squirt. Just a little bit.
Yep,
Oh,
there's the yellow
a
jacket right
hornet.
there.
Is that
Yeah, whatever they are.
Yellow
He
jacket?
just crawled out of there. Nothing?
No.
Just the comb being built out on that one. This one here was honey for us. This one here is honey for us. And then these 2 right here are for the bees. They'll stay in these lower 2 big ones for the winter, and we'll take the 2 top ones off. But these guys are getting away pretty cheap. They didn't pay any rent in their top honey super.
Let's check them.
Ooh, man, look at all that comb. Ooh. I'm thinking that there's gonna be something good in there.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got honey.
Oh yeah. That's a little
Look at
bit.
that. Yeah, we got some honey in that one. Nice.
Yeah. Now
Let's
this
see the other
one
side.
is pretty heavy. Oh wow. Yeah.
There we go. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Thanks for paying your rent.
Now this one is heavy. Both sides. That's beautiful.
The sunflower bees did pretty good, but I think the ladybug bees are going to be even better.
All right, we're all buttoned up. How many pounds of honey do you think we got in here?
Oh man, let me feel it.
Pick her up.
Ooh. 50 pounds maybe?
Wow.
But that's, you know, the tub and the frames.
Yeah. We harvested 8 frames from the sunflower, and from the ladybugs we got 5, which is actually opposite of what we thought. We thought that the ladybugs was going to be the best.
Ugreen sent us their PowerRoam 2200 portable power station to try out. We're gonna actually be using it to run the hot knife to cut the caps off of our honey, and to run the spinner to get that honey out of the comb. But first, I wanna share with you some of the features that it comes with, and also let's just talk a little bit about why having a portable power station is actually a really good idea. Right here, we have got 1 quart of water. It is at right about 55 degrees there. We're gonna go ahead and plop this guy right up here on its stand and let that get boiling while we talk about some of the features. So right here on the front, of course, you've got your power on and off. You've got a cool light here. You've got all of your DC power here on the front, USB-Cs. Actually, this USB-C right here will do 140 watts of power. So you got 140, you got 100, and then you've got 2 right here that are 45 watts. You've got your standard USB, and right here you've got a 25 amp 12 volt DC outlet. Then you've got your standard 10 amp stuff right here with your cigarette lighter port right there. When we spin it around over here to this side, you can see you've got 6 20 amp outlets. These can do 2400 watts, which is 20 amps at 120 volts. Right now we've just got our kilowatt plugged in here so we can actually see how much power this thing uses to boil a quart of water. When you spin it around here to the back, there's nothing really to see here except for some levers here that you can use to take it off of this rolling stand. And then on this side, right here, we've got our charging side and our expansion side as well. You can expand this unit with extra batteries that go on top of it. Did I mention it has a 2048 watt-hour battery inside of it as well? All right, so we've got our solar panels coming in right here. Car charger also comes in right here. And then we can charge it off of the wall here. And when we actually charge it off of the wall, it's gonna charge in 1.5 hours all the way up to full charge. It's pretty fast. You can also actually charge it off of the solar panels. They sent us 2 of their 200 watt solar panels, just like this one right here. And check it out. It comes with your standard MC4 connectors, so that you can build yourself an extension cord and actually put these panels outside where the sun is shining and run them in through the window to your portable power station. And check this guys out. I don't know if they saw one of my videos before where I was doing the can hack. Look at what they added to this. See this dot and that circle right there? And as we move around, right, when you're out in the sun, the shadow of this dot will be cast inside of this square. And if you're off at an angle, it will be outside of that circle. And so you need to adjust the panel to get the shadow of that dot right inside the center of that circle right there. And when you do that, you know that you will be making the most power possible. That is a built-in can hack. And like I mentioned before, it has a 2048 watt-hour battery inside of it that can be cycled 3,000 times before you lose 20% of its capacity, meaning you'll have 80% of its capacity left after 3,000 cycles. One other cool feature that makes this unit stand out and be pretty unique is the wheel system, the cart on it here. These are actually really heavy-duty wheels on here, so you can like lock it down and it's not gonna move on you. Also, check this out. This thing comes up just like a suitcase. The clearance underneath it is large enough that you can go over really rough terrain, gravel driveways and stuff like that. And check it out, our water is boiling here. We'll let it get the full boil and shut off by itself. Now, why am I saying that this is an important thing to have? Because in an emergency situation, if you do not know for certain that your water is drinkable, meaning there's no bacteria in it, no viruses in it, that there's nothing in there that's gonna make you sick, boil your water. That is one of the best ways to make non-drinkable water drinkable. We just boiled this water here. Had it had, bacteria or viruses in it, those things will be dead, and now we could drink this. Or we could use it for cooking, say like a freeze-dried emergency food. So let's see how much power we actually used here. We used 110 watts. So while this guy was boiling, it was using about 1,500 watts, but it only did that for a few minutes. So it actually only used 110 watt hours of the 2048 watt hours that are in this battery. And so you do the math at home, but I did the math and it comes out to right around 4.5 gallons of water that we could boil off of this battery right here. Ugreen also comes with a smartphone app where you can access quiet mode, power savings mode, child safety lock functions, and more. Also included with Ugreen is a UPS function that transfers power automatically in 20 milliseconds. We want to thank Ugreen for sponsoring this video, and there are links down in the description below that you can use to check out this unit. Now let's get to harvesting that honey. Our friends Scott and Colette are bringing over their honey spinner and their hot knife so we can harvest our honey. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up and then we can get started. Well, why don't you do it first?
You should play with your toy first.
So basically, you're going to set this like this, and then take your hot knife and go try to just skim down this way.
Okay, and let it fall into the bucket.
She's a pro. Okay, David.
And then flip it around to do the other side.
Okay, yeah, it's hot.
You know, some people kind of saw action, otherwise but it just, that's it. That's exactly it.
We've got a few friends over here today. Of course, Scott and Colette are here, but we also have Marty and Kim, some new friends of ours, and Kim from Mountain Beaches, and she brought the cutest addition to this experiment that we're doing today. Jazz is here with her.
Good job. All right, other side, baby. One. We're almost an eighth of the way done.
Yeah.
There's one. And then it just flings it out on the outside, starts to run down.
There we go. That hot knife is working super good at just like slicing off of the caps. Jules, you want to go ahead and give it a try?
You look like an expert, Julie.
Yeah, right.
See, it helps to do the sawing motion, I think.
That helped a lot. Rather than just trying to push down.
Yeah.
I was struggling with doing that.
Take this fork and just kind of scoop it like you're just trying to get the wax off the top.
Sorry,
Here,
have a lefty.
should I turn it around?
I do everything goofy. So like,
She's a lefty.
pull it up like
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
I think I'm slowly sliding.
That's okay.
It's not a race.
Okay, good. I guess if we wanted to do.
Piece of wood with a couple grooves in it.
That's true, huh? All right, there we go. Let's do it.
Going right. Chia. Come on, dude.
Gear up. You want to hear the hot
Do
knife?
you want to take a break and watch this spin?
Watch a little.
All right, should we turn it on?
Go right ahead, play with it. Yeah, turn it on, and then if it goes. We try to go as fast as we can without it flying all over the room. That's what I was telling you where we stand on this.
Is this shot over here?
I told you it'd be a fucking Bronco.
It's definitely
That full
spinning.
speed?
Yeah. Spinning pretty good.
What is it, a weight
It's going
loss
slow in here. It looks like an
weight
airplane
loss
propeller.
program.
Huh. It's all still in there.
Let's see. Well, it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming out.
But see, like I was saying, we usually put
takes a
ours
while.
here, and I think you get more, but it ought to work.
We're just going to flip them
We're
around
gonna lay them sideways like
on the
this.
side so that it'll pull it out
With
better.
all four of them.
Yeah.
Giving it a try. Or just experiment.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's
why it's
almost
all
all out.
balanced.
Look at that.
Yeah,
They're
it's-
almost empty.
It's surprising. It's more than you think. Look how much there is.
Oh yeah.
It's getting there.
Cavalier copper.
Oh
It
yeah.
looks rather empty, except
Yeah.
a couple little spots here. I mean, if you want to play with them, you can. But
Yeah, and I like this way because now all of this is still there for next year.
yeah, and that's what they say is leave it. They'll clean it up.
Yeah.
They have a coarse and a fine filter,
Okay.
and that's your option if you'd like to use them both. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
She goes something like so. Shall we try it?
If it doesn't, you have to tip the bucket back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tip the bucket back a little bit.
Yeah, how about
Want to get a
something
block,
on-
maybe?
Yeah, something
There's a
under the
battery
front.
over there. Wow.
That is so cool.
So all the honey is coming out of the spinner, going through the screens and down into the bucket. And then from the bucket, we'll jar it or bottle it. You're probably wondering why Scott has the blow dryer on the honey. That's because it's not super warm in here. It's like 70-ish, but it's just not flowing through the filter as fast as we want it to. So we're using the blow dryer just to heat it up, make it a little bit more liquid so it can get through that filter faster. Let's scrape some off of there. Oh yeah, that's quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, it all adds up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be extra strained.
All right, so we've got about half a bucket of honey, and we're gonna fill up the jars, these little guys right here.
Those are half pints. We should have everybody guess. How many are we gonna fill up?
Well, you can see it's half full. It's about 2+ gallons, so just a little bit of math and we can figure it out.
No math, just off the top of your head.
You're going to get 35.
35.
That's Scott's estimation.
I only washed 24, so.
Uh-oh. Well, we might have to do a big one.
This honey is a lot lighter in color than our honey last year. I don't know why. We had a lot of flowers that we planted for the wedding. I don't know, maybe that.
And the clover.
And the clover, yeah. So I don't know, but it tastes super good. I'm gonna try not to make an enormous mess. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a pretty good mess.
While Scott and Colette are here, we're also going to go ahead and treat the bees for mites. He bought his oxalic acid, I think it's called, and this like spoon heater thing. So I got to go get the tractor, take it over there because it runs on 12 volts. And let's go out and get to treating the bees.
You're gonna have to fight for survival, I'm afraid, kids. Yeah, I know. I know, your daddy didn't take care of you. Get back in there.
Hopefully the bees appreciate that mite treatment and they'll be doing good all winter long. Check out how much honey we got out of those hives. Here is the produce of our efforts. We've got almost 2.5 gallons of honey. This is the color of it right here, a nice kind of goldeny straw color. It's got a good flavor to it. It's super thick. Look at that. Oh man, look at how thick that is. So that is it for the bees. We're gonna wrap them up, leave them out there for the winter. Hopefully they'll still be alive in the spring. Coming up next is a brand new construction project, so I know that you're gonna be excited about that. We hope you guys have a really great day and keep smiling.